Okay, so here we are on the Sketch Weekly stream. And I am still deciding what to do. Hey, if you're seeing this part, then you're undoubtedly watching on YouTube, because I've not started streaming yet over on Discord. Not that it matters, nobody's here. So I'm gonna go ahead and wait. No. Windowed projector. There we go. Then we come over to Discord and we share the screen, and we come down here and we find the windowed projector. And we go ahead and kick that over. There. So that's in place. And everything seems to be working okay. Let me click over and make sure that... Alright, so we've got audio and we've got video. I don't really know what I'm doing for the stream. I still haven't done my video for this week. I was supposed to do a weekly video last week, and all I did was like a minute of GTA gameplay to show that my GTA gameplay is not fun and nobody wants to watch it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these poses that I did last week, and I'm going to pull it out, and I'm going to improve it and turn it into something resembling a final product. Well, I'm not really good at turning anything into a final product, so I'm going to do something with it. Who knows? Maybe I'll do something with it. Maybe I won't. Okay, so I gotta pick one of these. I think I will take... You know, I'm gonna take the one with the crossed arms here. Which one is that? There we go. Let's turn off all the ones that I'm not using. And we'll turn off the reference layer. And we'll pick this one over here. So first of all, let's take this one and scoot it out of the way. And in fact, let's get rid of that one altogether. And now we'll take this one and we will zoom in on it. And what's the best way to zoom here? Okay. I'm going to scoot this over, and then we'll zoom in. Scoot this down a bit. There we go. And just kind of drag this in, and this is about the range I want to have for images. File. We're going to want to do a save as, so we don't ruin the run we have. Model conversion, that's what we're going to call that one. Okay, so we can take the rest of these and we can delete them. Toss those away, and then we'll take this sketch layer here. We're going to move the model down to the bottom. And now we're going to start on the sketch layer, which is a red layer, and we're going to start thinking about what exactly... We're going to jump to our sketch layer. We're going to jump to our brush. And from here, we're going to start thinking about... Turn that on. Well, we need a new sketch layer is what we need. So, okay. We will, first of all, create a new layer. And then we'll take that layer and we'll redo the color. Okay. There we go. And that sketch layer can go away. So we've still got sketch, composition, and line art. Now, first of all, we're going to skeletonize, and we're going to go, okay, here's our joints. What the... Oh, do not use the guidelines. Okay, so we're going to come down here, and we're going to do, there's the elbow. Here's the forearm. The wrist is hidden down here. And then we'll have the... Then I'll come over here. Here's our wrist over here. We're drawing through on this. Got a bit of the breast bulging over the arm here. Collarbone, collarbone, on their shoulder. I'm gonna need to figure out what kind of clothes this girl is wearing, because that's going to be important. And we'll widen out the face somewhat and sharpen the chin, because we want those anime proportions. We're going to expand this upward somewhat, and then here we're going to have that, and there's the tip of the nose. Here we'll do the mouth, whatever the mouth is doing. Okay, and then we're going to have to put some kind of hair on this. We'll do, okay, what does... We need to think about what this girl's hair is going to look like. We're going to do kind of a, you may cut sort of, there's the curve of the ear, right there. I want to note the position of the navel. Got to place that tummy button. And we got to figure out what this girl is going to be wearing, because that's going to be important for the silhouette. so let's begin with a couple of uh, let's assume that we're going to do let's put a skirt on this girl, put it right around here, and we'll bring it down. It'll be a reasonably short skirt. So as a short skirt, the material's sort of stiff, and it's going to flare outward a bit. It means it's not going to conform overly to the legs. And that's a good length right there. I'll put that there, and actually let's bring it up a little higher onto the hips. We'll sit right there. And then we need to put some sort of top on her. We'll put her in a jacket. So that jacket will have a collar like so. And we'll bring the lapel out a bit there. We'll come down here and this color will come out here. And then on the inside we'll have a collared shirt. And there's the edge of the arm that'll cut that off, and then the seam of the shirt, I've got all of this off to the side, so seam of the shirt is going to come down here, but the jacket is going to come over to the side here. And the jacket is again kind of stiff, so it's going to come over here. So there's kind of the direction of that jacket. And the shoulders will be kind of sharpened out. Like so. And here at the wrists we'll have a little cuff sticking out of the jacket, and the jacket sleeve itself come across like this. All right. So we got a similar thing over here. We got the peak of the material and the rest of the The rest of the sleeve is hidden here because the hand comes out. Okay, so got some idea what's going on here. We're going to take this hair, and it's just going to be some standard long hair going down her back with the little tails that come out the front. So right here, with some hair that comes down. And from this, we're going to pull that back a bit. We're going to start thinking about, on the composition front, we're going to start roughing out. Exactly where the hair goes. Here's the hairline here. And let's only take these Hime-cut tails down about so far, right about here, and let's curve those in. And we've got hair back here, hair back here, and now we've got bring that across there. And this needs to follow curve of the breast, so that's coming down like so, and then it bumps out a bit. That's going to come down there. Normally that's going to come down there. We will probably soften that up a bit. Same over here, we don't want it too sharp. Needs to come across like so. That comes down farther than the wrist. That comes down farther than the wrist. That up over here. This comes up over here. Okay. I'm starting to get a solid feel for how this is going to look. Here's that seam coming down, and the two sides aren't going to be perfectly aligned right there, and we'll have this will come up over here. So there's the there's the rough idea of how things look so far. Here's our skirt, and I'd like the skirt to be pleated, which means kind of put that together. So there's our pleated skirt. Here's the edge of the leg. Here's the edge of the other leg. And we'll exaggerate that chin a bit more here. How's that looking? Okay, we got something. Now I just need to move this down. And here's the dot of the nose. Here's the mouth. Top of the eyes, we need to leave room up above the eye for the eyebrow. So we'll put the eyebrow up here, and that'll sit there. If I turn off that sketch, if I turn off that model, what do we got here? We've got kind of rough block in, but we need to block in the hands. That'll be there. Now if I turn that off, and I turn that off, we end up with something approximating, and I've still got a missing bit here. Let's see what we've got there. Let's turn off the model and see what we got. We have something approximating. We have something approximating a decent piece of work. Let me. So. All right. So if I turn off the. So. Okay, so if I reverse, everything looks fine. In fact, I may like the reversed version better. Okay. We are getting somewhere here. So at this point, I'm going to take my composition layer, I'm going to take my sketch layer and turn it off entirely. I'm going to take my composition layer and I'm going to turn the turn that way down. I'm going to zoom in. And what I want to do at this point is I want to start actively Okay, so here I want to I'm not putting enough pressure on the pen. This needs to be wider. I still need to decide what I'm doing with the mouth area. Let's just do a little smile right there. There's that little dot for the nose. Now, let's begin roughing in. Let's begin roughing in these eyes right here. I'm not going to stress overly about making everything perfect. But I am going to try to do a decent job. I'll make that about the same size. We're going to turn the eyes a little bit to the side like so. And we'll go into more detail on the eyes later. As it is, we need some eyebrows. And we will make some nice neutral eyebrows right there. Now we need the neck coming down into the collar. I have not done the neck on this side for some reason. And here's the edge of the shirt coming around. Now the edge of the shirt coming around is going to sweep down into the collar. Similarly, over here, we're going to have a swoop around there. And then here's the actual height of the collar right there. Same here, but on this side, going to the angle, it's going to go up underneath of the collar on the side. So we get the same situation right here. So we want to take this and begin pulling it down There's going to be a little button on that collar right there, and here we're going to have kind of the swoop of that lapel. The lapel's going to come over from here, and it's going to have the collar in front of it on this side. And over here, we're going to have the same general swoop down. And then from there, we're going to have the swoop of the shoulder. That's going to need to come up a bit more there. Okay. Now let's do a bit of the hairline here. We can swoop that down. Here's the hair. I'm going to bring the hair up. And then we'll do the same general sort of thing around the side here. We're going to continue with the hairline, so just some idea where that is. Then we'll bring this up. Here's the curve of the ear right here, or at least it would be here. So that's kind of what I'm going for there. I don't think I'm doing an especially good job on the hair on this one, but that is the kind of direction that I'm looking for. If I turn that off, it actually isn't bad at all. It doesn't look very feminine at this point. The short hair is producing something of an androgynous feel, and I'm not sure that's what I'm going for. Also, I think my microphone is not loud enough. Let me pull it down a bit and see if that improves matters. In fact, let's re-aim it somewhat. Always a work in progress. We are perpetually attempting to figure out exactly where everything needs to go, so that ideally the process of recording a video becomes a simple matter of open OBS, click play. Or click record, rather. Now, we are getting somewhere here. This is not going to have a strong part in the middle, but it is going to have a scalp line right about there. Okay, and I will detail that in somewhat more. I'll put more effort into that later. Now this should go some distance in making the character appear feminine. We're going to bulge that out there, which means here as well. Let's clean that up somewhat. That's too bulged out, I think. No, that's right. I've got hairy lines here that'll need cleaning up. I need to remember that little swoop of the breast here. There. Confident line work is important. Pull that over there and let's go, how'd that look? That's that funky. Okay, so bring that eye up like so. How are we looking now? Still funky. Well, this is what they call the other eye problem. One eye looks fine, the other eye is all messed up. So what we want to do is we want to get about the same distance to the corner of the eye. We want to get about the same distance to the bottom of the eye, there. And that doesn't look right. It's because how are we looking now? Great? No. Better? Yes. Turn off the composition. That's wrong. Because this is tilted. Is that better? It is. There we go. That's significantly better. I have a tangent line here. When you have two lines that come together, they need to overlap if they belong to different objects. Like if you have an object like this and you do another object down here like this, now it's not clear which one's in front. This could be this situation or it could be this situation. That's confusing to the eye, and because it's confusing to the eye, you want to avoid that if at all possible. So you want to avoid those tangents. You want to make it clear which object is in front and which object is in back. If you don't do that, you end up with all kinds of weird issues. There we go. Let's get our... Wow, we're almost 45 minutes in on this. And I am all alone on this stream. I've got absolutely no one chatting at me. Okay, well that's good. I've got no community to neglect at this moment, so that's fine. We are getting somewhere. We are making definite progress. This is obviously beginner work. This isn't great by any stretch of the imagination. But it is better than the work I typically do. Swoop that up into the side of the face. In fact, let's swoop this side up a bit too. You know what? Just give it a bit of a contour right in there, and we'll put a bit of structure on the neck there. A bit more over here. No, that's too much structure. Stick with just that one. What about... No, it's just this one. I think that's a little too far over too. No, it needs to be closer. There we go. There. Okay. This is one of those things where it's very much a matter of practice. It's a matter of time spent actively producing final product. So we've got here, we've got the line of the hand, and then here, where we get that plane shift into the bottom, into the side of the hand. So that's roughly the shape of that. Hands are tough. And this cuff is going to come out here. It's going to circle around the hand, and it's going to come out here. And it'll go there, and then we've got the bottom of the cuff on that side. This bit here, that's going to come down like so, and then we're going to get knuckles. So here's kind of the top plane and the side plane of the hand. And this needs to come farther forward here, because we've got the so we've got that bit there. that, and here's the side of the hand here. And we want the now back behind here we've got a cuff and we've got another cuff. So want this come down about like so, and to produce a sweeping cuff up there. Then we've got the side here. On the side here, we've got a bit of a twist. She's twisting this direction. So we want that that little bit there. Now, as this comes down, it's going to overlap there. This is going to come down here, and if that comes down there, well, that'll be hidden behind there. Okay. Okay, so here's the line of that. This will come down here, and because it's in front, it's going to dip down farther. I give that a bit of a swoop there. And then here is the edge of the skirt. And she's Asian, so she's got no butt. That makes things easier. I don't like the sweep of that. Okay, that is getting somewhere. These pleats are not going to be fun. And that in there. Cancel. Okay. Turn that on. Let's see what we're looking at here. That breast curve is too pronounced. And that's too low. What's actually going on here is still want it to come in here, but I want it to come in a little sooner. Is that right? No, it's not. No. sleeve should come down here. There we go. We're actually getting somewhere on this. That's, holy shit, we're at 55 minutes. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and duck out of this. Let me go ahead and save this. Let's turn on our 3D model and see how that looks. Yeah, there we go. That's actually giving me a little guidance on the eye there. Also on where the ear goes. Not bad at all. Okay. Yeah, so let's go ahead and save that off. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream, and I'm going to remind you that since absolutely nobody watched this live, then everybody's watching this on YouTube. And since you're watching this on YouTube, you know, hit the subscribe link and like and leave a comment or whatever. But yeah, this is... we're definitely seeing progress. We're getting closer to the art that I need for Groping Festival, and to give you an idea, kind of the just in case you haven't been around for all of this, and you don't know the kind of level that I'm looking for. I'm looking for stuff along the level of what Studio Dean does. So I'm looking for work that's along this same level here. Is the kind of result that I'm looking for. And I'm not there, but you know it's getting closer. That's the level that I'm looking for. This is the level that I'm getting so far, and I'm reasonably happy with the progress on this at this point. So. I'm going the right direction. I just need to continue heading this way. Is the major thing that I need to worry about, and again, not really here trying to serve as an example of how to be good, but how to start at not being good and get there. When I get there, this will make sense. Right now, it's just like, you suck. Why are you doing videos? But I think it's very, very important when you're doing anything like this, particularly when it's long term, particularly when it takes a long time to see meaningful results. I think it's really important to show people the time when you sucked and you weren't any good at what you were doing and you couldn't get anything done. That's important, because if you only ever show people when you're good at stuff, they get frustrated when they start doing stuff and they're not good at it. You show them when you're not good so they can go, okay, starting off here can still get you there. I don't expect there to be particularly great with me, but you know, if you're sitting around and you can't do anything and you go, well, I can't do anything and I suck at all of it, seeing somebody else that started out and couldn't do anything, that's important. It's representation. That's what it is. It's representation. You need to be able to see other people that are no good at what they do, or you feel like you're some kind of loser. So yeah, we're closing up on that hour mark. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to whack stop, and I'll see you guys. Well, I'll see you guys later on today. As well, I have to do the week's video for last week still, and then I need to do the current week's video. I'm a week behind, so I got 2 videos to do, and I got to figure out what they're gonna be. But yeah, thanks for being around. Even if this is years later, you're still appreciated. You're still valid. You're still important. Yeah. So okay. Bye.